Okay, this last little clip for today anyway is going to be talking about Dale Earnhardt Sr., Jr., and NASCAR. So I'm going to play the clip and I'm going to come back to it.
It was the wreck that killed Dale Earnhardt at the Daytona 500 in 2001 with his son Dale Jr. racing alongside him. Just a few months later, Jr. raced 6 cars with just 6 laps to go. Jr. pulled off a furious comeback to take the lead and finish the race in first place.
But it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
Streak, sparking the theory that the drivers ahead of Earnhardt eased up on the gas pedal and let him pass and seized the moment, perhaps both for him personally and for NASCAR as a whole.
First, I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I'm going to tell you that Dale Sr.'s death was incredibly unlucky. I mean, you see these guys get into the most spectacular accidents and they walk away because they're some of the safest vehicles ever made. But to hit the wall head on like that, they're just not quite made for that. And it was horrible. And anyway, when this happened, when Dale Jr. won the race, the next race, or whatever race this is, I thought right then they let him. The other drivers, whether they actually spoke up to each other and said, hey, let's let him win, or they just decided, you know, on the spur of the moment, hey, we're gonna just kind of race for second place. I think well, it's a tough one. You want to believe that everybody's trying their best to win, but then you realize that, you know, if they let Junior win, it's going to make a tremendous feel-good story and maybe interest people in NASCAR that aren't really NASCAR interested, sort of. So I consider it fraudulent. I think that everybody should try to win every time. You know what I learned about horse racing? When I lived with Dale, the guy that I went to high school with, he was going to the track, and he knew a guy that we also went to high school with named Eugene. And his name was actually Terry, so his nickname. So Terry somehow knew some of the jockeys at Golden Gate Fields and at Bay Meadows. Now, Bay Meadows is gone. In fact, Bay Meadows is where the Niners should have moved, because it's right on the Caltrain line. They had gobs of parking. I thought that even at the time when Bay Meadows went on for sale and the Niners were still stuck in Candlestick, I thought, my God, here's the place right here. But, well, anyway, Dale was, you know, playing cards with the jockeys, poker with the jockeys on him, you know, often enough, and that's when they told him, look, there are times where the owner and the trainer of the horse just wants him to run in the race, but just to see how he's doing, kind of like rehab in the minor leagues. But there is no rehab in horse racing. You're either racing or you're not. So they kind of put the horse in the race and tell the jockey, you know, don't run him to win, just kind of give him a little bit of live action and we'll see how he feels at the end. Well, they don't tell the bettors this, so you have bettors betting on horses that they think may win, and they're never going to win because the jockey's not going to. Every other horse is going to have to die of a heart attack on the track for this horse to win, and they don't tell you that. And that's why horse racing is fraudulent. Now, dog racing, I have been to the dog races, but when I accepted the extremely unethical thing that dog racing is, horse racing's not much better. I can't go anymore, but at least when you bet on dogs, the odds are better that the dog, you can't tell a dog, hey, don't try to win. You know, that hunt chase part of them is thousands of years old. So anyway, it's always been my opinion that the NASCAR drivers let Dale Jr. win. to boost the image of NASCAR. And I'm telling you, NASCAR is in trouble. I'm not sure if it's their embracing of the Confederate treasonous, seditionists. General Sherman should have burned the entire 11 states down to the ground, or baseball isn't doing a whole. Baseball's declining. Football and basketball don't seem to be as much, but I guess there's an ebb and flow to it. The local bowling alley in my neighborhood, Manor Bowl, I just posted a picture on Facebook a couple of days ago of the wrecking ball, the wrecking crew tearing it down. It's going to be condos. There used to be just a half a dozen bowling alleys within 15 minutes of me growing up, and now I think it's just Castro Village. I can't think of another alley that's still open. There used to be one in Bayfair. There used to be one in unincorporated Hayward. There used to be one in Hayward where my nieces used to go, on Industrial and Mission. There was one on Piedmont that one of the guys on our softball team, Bear, bowled out, so we go Friday night and have a couple of cocktails and watch them bowl, and it was really cool. I don't drink, but I know my brother Mark still bowls, and I think he bowls at Albany, but Albany's, I almost swore that Albany's closing too, so there's just, golf courses are closing. A couple of them that I've talked about on other car rides, they're just gone. So, things are interesting. So anyway, I've always thought that NASCAR kind of was disingenuous when they let Dale Earnhardt Jr. win. I said it out loud, allegedly now, so I don't get my ass sued. There you go. Thank you for watching Storytime with Joe, and enjoy your day.